My golden child brother tried to steal my wedding venue, then toasted me and said, "I'm sure my amazing brother doesn't have a problem with this." When I stood up for myself and said no, my mom called my vendor and tried to change everything in my name without telling me. That was 9 months ago. Today, my whole family is begging for forgiveness because I'm holding all the cards. I was at a family gathering with my fiancée when my sister-in-law announced her pregnancy. Everyone clapped and cheered. My mom cried. My dad poured drinks. It was one of those core memory kind of moments where everything is supposed to feel joyful and united. I really wanted to be happy for them. I tried. But then my brother Brandon stood up, gave me a smile that was just a little too tight, and said, "By the way, we saw pictures of your wedding venue. It looks amazing. We actually fell in love with it. And we were thinking, since we need to get married before the baby comes, we were hoping you and Violet could give us your venue." I laughed at first. I thought it was a joke. But then I looked at his face. Then I looked at my mom's. Then my dad's. And I felt the air shift. When I didn't answer right away, my mom jumped in with a little scoff and said, "Well, it's just a date. You and Violet can always push yours back a little. Brandon and Selma are on a tighter timeline." I didn't say anything. I was in shock. My fiancée squeezed my hand under the table. I think she was waiting for me to speak up, but honestly, I didn't know what to say. Especially when Brandon chimed in with, "I'm sure my amazing brother doesn't have a problem with this." He even raised his glass to toast me. But then, for the first time in my life, I grew a backbone. I said no. They weren't having our venue, and if they thought they were, they could shove it. Instantly, my sister-in-law's tears started. She said I was ruining their wedding. My brother was hugging her, shooting daggers at me. My mom was trying to pull me aside for a little chat. It was chaos. So much chaos that me and my fiancée Violet didn't even stay. We left promptly. Of course, the next day, Brandon called me. He sounded desperate. Said he and Selma couldn't imagine getting married anywhere else. I stood my ground. I even offered to help them look for other venues. I sent over some that had similar vibes. He turned them all down instantly. "It's not the same," he said. Then my mom started calling every day. Sometimes more than once. She used every guilt tactic in the book. "Brandon has always been more sensitive than you. This pregnancy hasn't been easy on Selma. You've always been the strong one." It was like they were running a coordinated campaign to wear me down. And it would have worked. It always worked. But this time, Violet wasn't having it. She told me flat out that if I gave in again, she'd lose it. A week later, my dad told me they had already told the extended family the wedding date was moving. He said it like it was a done deal. No apology. Just matter of fact. That night, Violet lost it. She found out Brandon and Selma hadn't even looked at other venues. They were just waiting for us to fold. She said, they don't even think it's a question. They think it's already theirs. Before we could even do something, it got even worse. The venue coordinator called me, confused, because she got an email from Brandon pretending to be me. He was trying to get the reservation transferred. That's when I snapped. I called my mom and told her this had gone too far. She said I was being difficult. Then she suggested we just have a backyard wedding. "You two are already so established together," she said. "You don't need all the fuss." I didn't sleep that night. Neither did Violet. The final straw was the venue meeting. Violet and I had scheduled a final walkthrough with the coordinator. We showed up early, or so we thought. But when we got there, Brandon, Selma, and both my